Welcome to the channel, Scott's Garage HTX. Don't forget the HTX. Today I want to put a brake lever protector on the Ducati, and I've got one from Ducati. This might be a small thing as far as mechanics of how to do it, but I had a fair amount of Scott tips I wanted to add to it that hopefully help you out. First and foremost is when you buy the kit from Ducati, make sure you get the Adapto kit. I found out the hard way. I got home and I started taking this apart, and I soon realized something's not working here, right? This just mechanically isn't working. I called him back up because, oh gosh, we didn't know this, but you have to have an adapter kit for it. And there may be, the way they were talking was, there may be an adapter kit for the V4 and a different adapter kit for the V2. I'm not really sure why that would be, but I haven't seen a V4, so I've looked at it, so maybe not. Let's get started on this. It's relatively simple, I think, as I look at this. The directions are in Italian, and once again, you know, that's useless. And how many times do I really look at the instructions anyway? This looks to be like a 12-point socket in here, as far as like a 12-point Allen wrench type style. But if you use a 12mm Allen wrench, it works just the same. Also, the kit comes with the brake side lever protector, but also on the clutch side, it has a matching weight on the other side. Now, as I can tell, the shorter of the two adapters goes into the brake lever. And I think that because the different bolt sizes on the ends. This has a larger bolt than this one does. So it's a 10mm Allen, and I added a little bit of anti-seize to this adapter. That looks pretty good. Now, when putting this together, as far as the end cap and the lever bracket for itself, this has a small or a large washer, this one being the bigger washer, and it has a little lip on the end of it. That goes beveled down inside there. Then there's a smaller washer here that goes into the bracket itself. And then there's a little ridge that you can see that's going to fit inside that other ridge from the other washer. Then you can put the bolt through. You can put the bolt through like so. Sorry if I got that off camera. My apologies. And then you can take that, and I will focus it a little better. 5mm, nope, that's not right. Probably, is that a 6mm? That's a 6mm into the adapter. We're not going to tighten that all the way. Now it's a matter of putting the protector itself into the bracket itself, and the bracket here has a lip on it, and I'm going to readjust the focus. That has a flip and a flat side to it as well. The flat side goes down, and then there are two little tiny, I don't know if I can focus this. There. Bolts that go on the underneath here. Those two little bolts are a 2mm. Allen, and it's just a matter of tightening those in, tightening this down, and voila, installed. Now for the clutch side, of course, you have this longer adapter. You have this washer and the end cap and bolt. So the adapter goes inside where the other weight used to be, then the washer, then the end cap, and then the bolt. Simple enough. I understand this is probably something that you don't need to do for the street, but I kind of like it. It looks good. It was easy to do. So this bike's coming together. Tell me what you think. I thought maybe next some Olin shocks, and if I'm going to do shocks, I'm probably just going to replace the inners on the tubes and a rear shock, of course, but there's no need to go to the added expense of getting an entire Olin shocks in the front. You can just replace what's inside the tubes with Olin parts, and it's basically the same thing. Then maybe magnesium wheels for the street. I don't know. We're just going to see. But the bike is turning out great. I love it. I've got some other things coming for it. I can't wait to show you. You guys keep on keeping on. We'll catch you next time. So there are things that are coming on the bike and things I did off camera on the bike. I'll go over really quick. I did put some padding and grips on the tank. I'm not big on the styling of it, but I do like the extra grip. I put on a little GoPro bracket right here, and it says V4 on it. I don't care. That's all they had stock. So I mean, I just wanted the functionality of it. You can't even hardly see the V4. It's so light. I put this quad lock on here for the phone. And a quad lock doesn't really go into the center hole very well. It doesn't do it at all, actually. So I had to make a bracket for it. And I'll go over that quickly, maybe in another episode, and what I did to create that bracket. You already know about the carbon fiber wheels and slicks that are there. But things to come, well, I do have some radiator protectors from Evotech that I'm going to put on. I also have on a brake lever that I want to do. That will be coming as well. I'll probably do these two things, the upper and lower radiator protector, when I put the slicks on. There'll be more room to do so and put cameras in there and show you how it's done. It's pretty simple, and there's some instructions online to do so. But I'll put this bike up in the air and get the old tires off and put on the slicks before I go to the track. So that's probably when I'll do that. Most importantly, though, very importantly, I noticed that these both clips handlebars are bent on here. You have to look closely, but it is bent right there. And this one, well, just look at the space here and look at the space here. It's bent. I don't know how it happened. And it's not something I checked before I bought the bike, but it could have been me. Either I did this, but I'm usually mindful of this. You can get those, I forget what the term of it is, but the little handles and straps that go onto the handlebars on the other side, and then you can clip from the handlebars down into whatever you're transporting with, either the trailer or the truck. I'm usually pretty mindful of not putting too much pressure on there and bending them, but I can't say I didn't do it. The problem is, if I lock this down on this side, that pushes into my thumb hard. I mean, there's no space in there. And if I'm on the track or doing anything and I get snapped the other direction, that'll easily break my thumb with any kind of force. So that's got to be fixed. I do have them on the way, and we will get those swapped out before we hit any track time. You guys keep on keeping on, and well, we will talk to you soon.